Looks like we're just oh, both players are ready. Looks like we are loading up our second map on Deadwing.
Right, and they're ready, so we're gonna get into this. I forgot to make us all refs. I'm trying.
Two out of three ain't bad. It's all right. Seeing games like that, it's a weird. I get a weird feeling because usually when I see Terran play, I always regret not choosing Terran. But I don't know, man. After that Widowmine fiasco and seeing how volatile it really is sometimes, and you lose 2 key units, maybe it's just the highest level that you're allowed to make a lot less mistakes. But that looked very, very unforgiving.
Yeah, when you're playing someone, I'd argue that like well, I don't have to argue. SirRobin is a better player right now. He's jam. Foxer's fairly high in Masters, but he's not as good as SirRobin right now, according to the ladder, at least. When you're playing someone who's better than you, has better macro, probably a little bit more experience, better decision making, you really can't afford to make mistakes because they know how to capitalize on them and they know how to just kill you when you're behind.
True. You're just making that already big deficit even bigger. Well, not big, but deficit. You know what I mean. Anywho, we'll get back into our player introductions here. In the bottom left, we have our very own Rivals Foxer.
And in the top left, we have the purple Zerg taking that last game from Team Gravity. It is SirRobin.
All right. Now, how do you view these spawn points on Deadwing for Terran? Is this the drop distance seems so short, so I feel like Terran might like this. But then again, creep spread seems very, very easy for the Zerg, especially if you choose to expand towards you, which is not a very Zerg thing to do, but you never know.
So it depends on the style of Terran that you like to play. If you want to play the very aggressive parade push style, like Foxer's been doing, it's actually a lot harder on this map. But if you want to play I'm not going to be as aggressive, I'm going to drop you a lot, I'm going to sit back, I'm going to get that army of like Thors and Hellbats and some Marauders and all that good stuff, it's actually very good for Terran. Because Zerg, like you can get easy 4 bases for both races, but Zerg doesn't really benefit as much from the extra bases as the Terran does.
Yeah. Very, very true. So it's more of a finesse map for Terran as opposed to the in-your-face, like, constant streamlining units type style. Alright.
Yes.
Looks like an early pool here. Relatively early. It was a 14 pool. Oh, no, I'm sorry. The hatch. Alright. Oof.
Yeah.
That first, that banter at the beginning threw me off a little bit. It's very standard from SirRobin. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So we have Foxer going for the one reacts expand. It's like a reactor expand. Very weird. He's gonna poke out with his Marine here, and he's gonna catch this Overlord in here, which is a really nice
kill
kickoff.
This Overlord?
Yeah, definitely.
Wow, with just one Marine too. Good on Foxer, and the other guy just waddling back up here.
Yeah, committed a little bit too hard. The scouting. Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh my god. Computer. Oh no. Looks like his computer froze, and that's why I didn't redirect that Overlord. Little win here by Foxer. Actually, that's a lot bigger of a deal than a normal Overlord snipe would be, because that's at a very early point in the game. And SirRobin looks like he didn't even queue his Overlord before that, so he had to build 2 or 3 to get out of this supply block. And yeah, that's a little tough for a Zerg player in the beginning.
Yeah, definitely very unlucky for him.
And Foxer now has 20 SUVs to 21 drones, and with a mule on top of that, 2 mules rather, he's looking solid right now.
Yeah, he's doing okay for himself. He got the Overlord was really nice. It's going to delay any aggression. Foxer could very easily go for a greedy 3rd CC, and he's banking up some money, so maybe he wants to.
He's sending an SUV over, so it looks like he might be doing that, right? Oh no, this could be the bunker as well.
I actually don't. He doesn't have the money for it right now because he's going for Hellions and then the orbital at the natural. So,
Fox is sending the 2 Marines around. I like that. I don't know if it's just because I like sniping Overlords and Stalkers, but it's just a cool thing to do. And maybe catch another Overlord. Just why not? You know, you're not doing anything with those 2 Marines anyway. You know, they might as well just go see what's going on the map. Follow up by a very similar build that he did in the first game from Fox.
Yeah, but the important thing to note is that he didn't take a second gas, so he's not going to have gas for Banshees. He's probably going to look to make the medevac right now. And this is something I've seen Maru do a bit. He gets some Hellions and a Widowmine, and he just does he's really annoying with these drops. He's going to drop probably the Widowmine in the main base and then dart by with the Hellions and try to get some damage done.
Most definitely. In theory, it's honestly a good idea. You send out the 2 Marines, clear up the vision, so you know which paths are clear. You know where you're going to be seen jetting in and jetting out. And you have the Hellions to clean up. Because we all know that Widowmines don't one-shot drones, but they're going to make them extremely, extremely weak. And you just come in and kill the rest of them.
Yeah.
So I like it. So with some micro, if you're Maru-esque, which Foxer can be at times for a Masters NA Terran, I mean, it's a little stretch, but you definitely could do a lot of damage with this. And I think that's one of the coolest things about Terran. I mean, you guys have these units like that are really, really just not too good when they're just by themselves straight up in fights. But with a little bit of finesse, a little micro, they become great units. A perfect example of that is the Hellion. I mean, that unit is terrible by its own, but when you micro it well, it become one of the best harass tools in the game. And it looks like he's jetting in with the Medivac, digging with, the burrow is huge with some target fire. You can get a lot of drones.
Only 2. Unfortunate there. But he is going to... he pulled the army way out of position with these Hellions. These things are actually still chasing the Hellions up on the other side of the map. But these Marines are here, and they're just pretty dominant in the main. He's pulled all the wings back, and this Widowmine is actually going to recharge in just a few seconds here. We'll see if he can get another hit. He loses the medevac. So that's really unfortunate for Foxer. But this Widowmine goes off, and it gets... Oh man, it gets another 7 kills.
Oh, yeah, no, that made it worth it alone. I was a little iffy when the medevac was taken out, but 13 kills in total for Foxer here with the workers, that's huge.
But something to note is that there is actually nothing at home here for Foxer. There's a handful of Marines, and there's about 30 Lings and a few Banes on the other side of the map.
This wall is not closed off. This could do game-ending damage here by SirRobin, morphing a lot of Banes that I don't even know if he needs. Because the wall is not even closing. There's no bunker here at all. Fox is really exposed. He scouts at the last second, but he needs to close this wall now or these Lings are going to kill him. Fox
he can't get it up. He can't get it up.
Well played by SirRobin here. Capitalizing on this very, very well. When you take that much damage as a Zerg player, or any player rather, it's just great to do a counterattack. He was all over it. He's doing a really good job right now. He's going to take out all these supply depots. And Fox has already dropped 30 in supply. It's 40 to the 91 of SirRobin. This is looking very bad for the rival Terran.
Yeah, Foxer has all these really cool builds and timings like that. Build with the Widowmines was really well executed, except for the fact that his macro behind was just kind of lacking. He didn't have... he wasn't prepared for the counterattack. He was in a pretty even spot, actually, after the Widowmine went out. He was in a good spot to take his 3rd CC and start getting ahead that way. But he just died to the counter push from Robin here. Yep. And with the more Banelings coming in, these Marines are pretty exposed. He's going to retreat behind his wall, but I don't think it's enough.
Yeah, that seems to be the start of this series, the story of the start of this series, rather. What you were talking about earlier, how the players are relatively close in skill, but SirRobin's clearly the better player, and once one mistake is made, I mean, he capitalizes on it so fast. And Foxer had a great build, like you were saying. He executed it nice, but just one little thing, or a few little things, rather, you know, not closing off the wall, not having a bunker, and not really having perfect production after the harass, just costing the game.
So, one thing we can say is that SirRobin's upgrades are really far behind. He is only getting +1 armor again. He's not going for the +1 attack, and Foxer's 1-1 is finishing up now. He has been doing some damage on the other side of the map. If he can somehow hold this Baneling aggression, he'll be in an okay spot.
He has plenty of production. I just don't think he has the economy behind it to really just start bringing, or the chance to honestly stockpile some units to actually make a difference here. SirRobin's gonna bust down this green wall, and once he gets in here, Fox.
The Widow Mine.
Nice shot there by the Widow Mine, taking out lots of Banelings, but
Yeah, but these 3 Banelings kill all these SCVs here, if not microed correctly.
Yep.
7
and this 4 Lings as well. So
7 SCVs go down. The Widow Mine will get taken out, but these huge swell of Zerglings is just too much. Using the SCVs to tank, but there's a few mutas in here. All these SCVs being red are just getting picked off by the mutas, like the AoE of the mutas. And this Widow Mine trying to burrow, and it gets all the Marines.
yeah.
This is just looking pretty grim. A nice attempt by Fox3, almost has a chance to come back, but that's gonna be it for him.
Yep, GG there. It's like SirRobin goes up in the series 2-0 with another victory on Deadweight. And we will see what we're doing for our 3rd game. It's funny how SirRobin plays. It's almost like the minute he gets one little, he capitalizes on one little mistake, he almost starts parade pushing his units across the map. And I really think it's impressive. He macros really surprisingly well, like behind his aggression. And the stream of units just don't stop. And he doesn't let Foxer breathe and gather himself and trying to make the comeback. So definitely impressed by the way SirRobin's been playing his Zerg. ZVT is on point.